Thanks, Helen, and we begin with the senior girls 100 metres. Very interesting athlete in lane 2, Geraldine McLeod from Birmingham, who has been impressing everyone, even at senior level this year with some of her runs. I remember seeing her for the first time in the United Kingdom Championships, and she clearly is going to be an outstanding star of the future. Geraldine McLeod in lane 2. And McLeod away very well indeed, quickly upright and into her running, and already leading the field here, looking very silky smooth, I must say. And Geraldine McLeod is going to win it. A furious battle for second place. Vivian Francis just got there ahead of Amelia Laudel. 12.1 the winning time. A star of the future in the making here, I think, Tessa.
What talent this girl's got. She's excellent. She's so tall, very athletic. She reminds me of her own Merrily Naughty, to tell the truth. A lot of power down this run. She's a superb sprinter. I'm sure she'll do very well for the future.
Geraldine McLeod wins it then, and in the kind of impressive style that will make a lot of people look out for her results later on in her career.
Last year, Fiona May, Britain's best long jumper, won the senior school's title, missing the record by 1 centimetre. In August, she jumped for Great Britain in the World Junior Championships in Canada. Her jump of 6.88 was a championship best and gold-winning performance. She followed that with 6th place at the Olympics. Today, Fiona returns to the English schools to defend her title.
Well, this is Fiona May's 5th competition in the last 12 days, and she was competing in the big Grand Prix meeting in Edinburgh only last night. She certainly didn't get much sleep. She had to be up very early to get down here, and I wonder what kind of effect that will have on her competition. 6.42, not much by the looks of it. Yinka Idawu of Oxford, next to jump. Her personal best, 6.63. And she looked a bit flat.
She looked as though she was struggling very much on the runway, and her arms looked very low and very sort of like sluggish. No height there at all.
This is Jo Wise, World Junior bronze medalist last year, with a lifetime best of 6 metres 30.
That was good attack on the board from Jo.
And the conditions here certainly not helpful to the long jumpers. It's windy and damp and pretty miserable all round, isn't it?
Yes, here comes Jo now, nearly very high, pumping away with the arm, driving off the board, getting lots of height.
6.11. The senior boys 100 metres. Powerfully built athlete in lane 5, Jason John from the West Midlands. Bit of a twitchy start, but Jason John was away very well. So too was Ian Simpson alongside him. But in the middle there, Jason John beginning to impress now. Also going well, Stephen Gookie in lane 2. Oh, desperately close on the line. And I think Jason John just about got it.
That was such a close race, my gosh. Here's Jason now, great knee leaf coming up from him. But I think it was just sheer determination that really gets him to the line here. A gutsy run.
Very close between John and Gookie, but John got it. Back with the long jump, Jo Wise. This is her, the last jump in the 5th round.
Jo looked as though she showed a little bit more determination in that run. She goes really running in fast and pounding in. Attacks that board hard.
And that's a better jump, 6.17. Now Fiona May, who has always said that she owes all her success to the atmosphere and the spirit of competition in the English schools. It's always been one of her favourite events. Goodness me, she really wandered astray on the end of her run in there, didn't she?
She did. She looked as though she was going to go off the run-up, actually, but she gathered a lot of speed there, showed a lot of aggression. The height was fantastic, and that's got to be a good jump.
It's the first jump in the 6th round, and it's 6.65, and that's a new championship record for Fiona May.
Yes, and she's really pleased with that.
So Fiona returns in style, breaking the record by 6 centimetres on the last jump. Joe Wise in second, Olayinka Idawu third. Well, Fiona, we know you're very tired from competing, but great to come here and get a championship vest.
Yes, I missed it by a centimetre last year, and then I thought, well, I have to go for it this year, and I did.
Do you feel rather good that you're here now inspiring the young ones?
Yeah, I love to be known as somebody to inspire the kids. That is all. I don't want to be an emulator or anything like that. But just to say that I may have been to the Olympics, but at least I came back to do schools. I mean, if it wasn't for the schools, I don't think I would have had as much experience as being a junior athlete as well as a senior athlete now. I mean, it's like formal, the English schools is. And once you go through that stage, then you are prepared for the future.
Brian Taylor is a decathlete, but in this championship he's favourite to take the senior boys 110 hurdles title. He sees it as a tremendous challenge.
110 hurdles, it's like with decathlon, there's 10 barriers and each one's a challenge, and you're at a point where you can go fast and hit the hurdles or use your technique and take it easy, and it's just the balance and trying to master the actual techniques and trying to be better than the hurdles. My stretching exercises come from a lady called Sue, actually. She shows us all different exercises, alternate stretches for really getting into the deep muscle-y part, really getting deep into the muscle. It's very important. It's a great advantage to be mobile because, firstly, you can just swing your legs over the hurdle without thinking too much about pulling them over the hurdle. And secondly, between the hurdles, you're freer and looser and you can just sprint better. So far, I've only made a semi-final, and for me, I really want to be in the final and finish the race because I felt like I cheated myself last time by not actually getting into the final.
Well, the first of Brian Taylor's wishes has come true. He's here in this lineup for the senior boys 110 metres hurdles in lane 8. A good confident start as well. First to rise, going well, almost straying out of his lane there, but Taylor leading at the moment. Stevenson on the inside going well, and Richard Hunter in the yellow vest. But on this side of the track, it's going to be Brian Taylor, and he wins it in style. 14.2, the winning time. Hunter was second, Stevenson third.
Great race from Brian. They must be happy with that run. His trail leg very, very sloppy though over those hurdles. Almost drifting into the other lane, I dare say. But in saying that, it was a tremendous run. Technically, knees coming up really high, snapping that lead leg down and driving all the way. Drive to the line.
A little bit of history in the making here. They're well into the final lap of the senior boys 2,000 metre steeplechase, and you're watching the leader, Spencer Duval, who is on his way to an historic 7th English schools title in what will be his final appearance in these championships. He's also chasing the championship record, which stands at 5:42, and he's got that as well by 4 seconds. A remarkable run by Spencer Duval.